Today I'm going to show you a meditation to help build the healing energy in our hands. So our hands are very connected to our hearts. When we're in embryo, our hands develop wrapped around our hearts, and all of the meridians of the heart, so the heart meridian, the heart protector meridian, they all come through the arms and into the hands. So we're going to work with the chi, building the chi in our hands. So let's start with just giving the hands a little rub, build up some energy here. Ignite the fire in the hands and have a little shake. And then we're just going to twist the hands together. So we're putting a little bit of pressure onto the point in the center of the palm. Helps to build up the circulation through the hands, so build up some heat, igniting an inner fire. So pushing in, stretching, yeah, great. Okay, and shake that out. Let's shake opening the wrists, shake out the fingers. Okay. Great. And the last one we're going to do is we're going to rub the nails of the fingers together. So this opens the meridian channels that run through the fingers, starts to activate the chi in our hands. So give them a little rub, build up the chi. Okay, and shake them off. Okay, so we're going to then bring our hands together so they're not quite touching. So in prayer posture, in front of the heart, so hands not quite touching. So you can imagine, you can feel the energy between your hands. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Just notice, the space between the hands. And the hands are kind of in front of the center of the chest, front of our heart space, the heart chakra, the middle dantian. And then just notice your body, relax your shoulders, soften the belly, and imagine the crown of the head lifting to the sky. So we open to the energy above us, of the sky, and we sink in to the energy below us, of the earth. And then notice if you've got a little bit of space at the armpits. We don't want the arms cramped, we want the armpits open, so that this allows the energy of the heart to come through into the arms, into the hands. Okay, so then we're going to use our breath. We're going to put our attention onto the tips of the fingers, and then with the breath we're going to imagine we breathe in from the tips of the fingers into the hands, the wrists, the arms, elbows, into the center of the chest, and all the way down to lower dantian, to the belly. And on the exhale, we're going to imagine the breath coming from the belly all the way up to the chest, to the shoulders, down the arms, and into the tips of the fingers. So inhaling from the tips of the fingers, through the arms, into the chest, into the belly, and then exhale from the belly, all the way to the tips of the fingers. So when you do Qigong, all of the animals respond. So the cat can't resist coming to join in. So breathing in from the tips of the fingers, filling the arms, center of the chest, down to the belly, rooting in the belly. Exhale from the belly, all the way back to the tips of the fingers. Let the hands be soft, belly relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And just moving the energy with your breath. Inhaling from the tips of the fingers all the way down to the belly. And exhaling from the belly back to the tips of the fingers. And noticing if there's any tension in your body, your chest, your arms, your shoulders, belly. And let your body soften. You might want to close your eyes. Or you might want a soft gaze onto the tips of the fingers, imagining the chi building in the hands. Each finger filled with light energy, rooting the breath back to the belly, and then from the exhale from the belly all the way back into the tips of the hands. Maybe you can start to feel the heat, the tingling, the energy of the hands building. As we start to increase the electricity in our hands, this healing energy of the heart. Imagining the hands are smiling, an inner smile. Sending that smile through your whole body into the tips of the fingers. And then we're going to start to pulse the energy. Pulsing the movement in the palms. Maybe the hands come away and come back together. Or maybe your hands want to move and turn. Just allow your hands to play. Imagining this ball of light energy between your hands. The warmth. Maybe it feels cool. Maybe you feel the energy in the palms, or maybe you feel it moving in the arms. Let your shoulders be relaxed, not holding any tension. Diaphragm soft, just playing with the chi. Beautiful. And then we're going to start to gather that in. And maybe this energy ball is maybe the size of a football. Maybe the size of a melon. Let's make it a bit smaller. Let's make it the size of a grapefruit. And then maybe an apple, an orange. Maybe the size of a satsuma. And then the size of a cherry or a strawberry, maybe a little wild strawberry between your palms. And then just bring your hands together, just holding that chi in your palms. And then when you're ready, bring your hands onto your heart. Feel the warmth in your heart, chest relaxed. And then stroking down to the belly. Gathering here.